Costa Rica is one of Central America's top destinations for tropical beaches, wildlife conservation, stunning rainforest waterfalls, adventure, and is popular amongst digital nomads. It has protected around 28% of its land in national parks, reserves, and wildlife refuges. In this video, I will cover the key places to visit in a 2-week trip to Costa Rica. Keep an eye out for the video suggestions that will be popping up in the top right corner, as these will be covering more specific information on the itinerary, activities, and useful tips for some of the locations. The country sits between the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea and borders Nicaragua and Panama. It's divided into 7 provinces. The parts I'll be covering in this video are San José, the capital, Alajuela, with La Fortuna and Arenal, Guanacaste, with some of Costa Rica's top-rated beaches on the Pacific coast, as well as Punta Arenas, with Monteverde, Tárcoles, and Manuel Antonio National Park. The rainy season is between May and November, which can come with benefits like lush forests, less tourists, and reduced rates, but also with some challenges, like rough roads, more mosquitoes, and increased risk of unclear views. This trip I'll be taking you on took place in March, which is the dry season, with warm temperatures and a great time for wildlife. We had 14 days and travelled with a mix of transportations: a rental car, shuttle buses, Ubers, taxis, and a public bus. But I will cover this more in detail in my other videos. Alright, brush up your Spanish and hop on that plane. San José. Most people will land at San José Juan Santa Maria International Airport, SJO. I recommend not to spend too much time here in the beginning of your trip, as the city is pretty busy and the plan is to return here a day prior to your return flight. This will make sure you're back at your place of departure with plenty of time in case anything goes wrong, and it will also give you some time to explore the city then. Catarata del Toro. On the way up to La Fortuna and Arenal, take a pit stop at Catarata del Toro. This is a privately owned ecological waterfall, about 90 meters tall, and drops into an extinct volcanic crater in the rainforest. The entrance fee is around $14. It is a lovely hike down to the base of the waterfall with magnificent lookout points along the way. La Fortuna, Arenal. La Fortuna is a small and popular tourist town that is known as a gateway to Arenal Volcano National Park. Here you will find lots of options for accommodations, restaurants, and information centers. The Arenal area is the #1 place to go in Costa Rica, especially if you're looking for outdoor adventure. Here you can go on rainforest volcano hikes in the Arenal Volcano National Park, with scenic views of Arenal Volcano on one side and Lake Arenal on the other. Explore many of the country's diverse ecosystems by walking through the treetop canopy on Costa Rica's famous hanging bridges, or zipline over it. Visit the beautiful 70-meter tall La Fortuna waterfall and take a refreshing swim in the Fortuna River. Jump from the rocks and go rope swinging at El Salto, which is a free activity. Bathe in the mineral-rich hot springs, heated by the volcano. There are lots of relaxing resort and spas. Or there is also a free option in the Tabacon River, which is just as beautiful in its own way. Guanacaste. Here at the Pacific coast you can find two of the most beautiful rated beaches in Costa Rica. Playa Flamingo, with fine white sand and clear blue waters, and Playa Conchal, a stunning beach with crushed shell sand and crystal blue sea. Close by you will find other popular beaches like Tamarindo and Brasilito. Enjoy a meal at the lovely sea-facing restaurants, lounge on the beach with fresh coconut water, go swimming and snorkeling amongst some other water sport activities. Enjoy the amazing sunsets and discover the wildlife of the region. The howler monkeys are all over the place here. Monteverde. Based in the Punta Arenas province, Monteverde is around 1,400 meters above sea level and therefore has cooler temperatures compared to a lot of the other places in the country. It is home to the Monteverde Cloud Forest Biological Reserve and is a hotspot for biodiversity. Here you can admire the flora and fauna by hiking the Cloud Forest trails, walk the hanging bridges, or zip line over the tree canopy to get amazing views over the forest. Visit the tucked away Catarata los Murciélagos, also known as Monteverde Waterfall, that can be accessed with a 20-minute walk through some beautiful settings. Admire and climb the famous Biker's Route Bridge in the hills of Santa Elena. Observe a wealth of hummingbird species at Café Colibri. Monteverde is a popular spot for bird watchers in general. The quetzal is one of the birds to look out for in this region, and is even depicted on the local Monteverde coffee. Speaking of coffee, Monteverde is well known for its coffee and chocolate, so if you're into that, there are tours available. Otherwise you can enjoy it at the cafe in Santa Elena or indulge in the other local food places in the village. Tárcoles. This spot is also great for bird watchers, but we are only going to take a short pit stop at Tárcoles River Bridge on our way down to Manuel Antonio. From this bridge you can safely admire the big crocodiles lingering in the murky waters. It's very intimidating, but also impressive. We have 2 more to go, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you're finding it helpful. Subscribe and make sure to turn on your notifications so you get notified when I post the more in-depth videos about the different locations. Okay, let's continue. Manuel Antonio. Manuel Antonio is known for its iconic national park, outdoor activities, and stunning beaches edged by lush rainforest. Visit the park with or without a guide, and make the most out of the opportunity of being in this wildlife paradise. This place gives you the best chance to see sloths, 2-toed sloths and 3-toed. After a fulfilling day walking the park trails and spotting a multitude of species, you can relax on the beach inside the national park and take a dip in the clear waters. The national park closes at 4 p.m. and they ask everyone to leave the national park beach at 3. So after that, you can continue lounging on the beach right outside the park, Playa Espadilla. Finish your evening by watching the sunset and head to one of the many restaurants along the promenade to enjoy a casado. San Jose. We are now back where we started from, at Costa Rica's capital, San Jose. Here, explore the beautiful parks, the central market, discover some of the monumental buildings, and eat at some of the trendy cafes. That was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any further tips about Costa Rica, please share them with all of us in the comments section below. I'm looking forward to seeing you in one of my other videos.